You've got a remote mounted FPG fuel level sensor. Just gives you the option to replace your factory sensor, which can fail or wear out, break, or who knows, rusty. As you can see, the state of this tank is not real flash. It will work with a lot of model cars, all your 180SX, S13 chassis. The tank's the same in the R32GTsT, GTS non-turbo, GTS4 all-wheel drive ones. Yeah, it will work with the factory cluster, will work with aftermarket dashes if you calibrate it properly. Just gives you the option to replace your fuel level, and also we've opted to mount it on the side of the baffle. It gives you a nice clear access to run bigger pumps, multi-pump setups, all the hoses and everything, which gets pretty crammed with the factory setup. Simple two-piece design. I'll pull the bits out so you can have a look. You need a 4mm Allen key. I'll just apologise to our American followers with your strange increments. I'm sure you'll have some sort of Imperial Allen key that'll sort of jam in there and round the head somehow. So it's a pretty simple design. We've got 2 screws here. As you tighten them, it just pinches the side wall of the baffle. It clamps it on. We've actually got, I'll show you the feature. We've got rust that comes for free. There's an actual routed out channel which clips onto the side lip of the baffle. Because it's not a true flat wall, it prevents it from sliding out and everything. So to install it, all you got to do is back off the screws a little bit, enough to have some sort of movement here. You don't want it too loose or you'll be fighting it inside the tank. The sender goes on this face. As you can see, there's a profile on the plastic mount, there's a profile cut out in the thing. It actually matches in and you push it forward. The kit comes with a small cable tie which you place behind it and zip it up, which prevents it from ever popping out. Just creates a stop. It just physically can't pop out. If you didn't have the cable tie, it could be sloshing around, could be falling out. I mean, yeah. In, forward, lock it up with a zip tie on the back. Once this is secure, you can actually put the whole thing inside the tank, go over the side wall. There's a nice straight section here. It's pretty easy to work out where it needs to go. Pretty much put it in position, get your Allen key, you can tighten it up. Usually I try to find the lip so the groove locks into the lip. Just tighten it up and the thing is secure, it's not coming out. Make sure your float is free to go up and down, wires are not tangled around it or anything silly. Well, see, I should have put the cable tie on it, shouldn't I? So cable tie in here, this can't pop out, and this just gets wired into the factory hat. If you're using your factory hanger, just have a look at your factory sender. You'll see there's a wire coming from it going to the top. You will need to cut that wire and wire one of either the blue or the black. Use the blue if you want, or the polarity actually doesn't matter, but you can put the blue into that signal wire and the black will go to the metal frame. If you have a look at your sender, it uses the frame of that hanger to be your ground. Now if that's rusty, anodized, painted, whatever else, it's not going to work properly. Just make sure you got a nice clean ground. Don't wire negative into your pump negative or anything like that. I've seen people do that. It's not going to work properly. It needs to go to a nice true chassis ground. Otherwise you're inducing all sorts of resistance values, all sorts of problems in there. So yeah, quite simple but easy to miss a step. Yeah, Alright, so we spoke about the sender, which can be a factory replacement, or it's also part of a lot of the hanger kits we do. There's a single pump hanger kit, just basic billet hat fittings, nice, just a nice simple setup. Put a pump in and out. Or we've got the bigger one, which can do, in this case, 3 pumps. It's got a little cradle. You will need to adjust the height. So when the cradle goes in, I'll just put that inside for now. Faces that way. You want it to be on the springs, so you push it down so there is a little bit of force which will keep everything from rattling around and everything. It keeps it nice and sandwiched. If you don't adjust it right, if it's too loose, it's going to bounce around. If you've made it too tall and the thing sits up here, you're going to run out of spring travel, or you're going to start bending components. So you just got to get it over here. We've got a nice amount of spring force. Let's call it 5, 6, 8 mil, doesn't matter, as long as you've got some tension on it. Comes with new bolts, uses the factory just mounting pattern. It's very easy. And in this case there, the sender will get connected to the 6-pin Delphi connector that's in the hat. The kit comes with the connectors, comes with the pins, just got everything in the box. It's very simple.